Hi, my name is Michelle Ann. I'm the president of the Master's Course. I'm a neural-based facilitator and coach for transformational leadership and staff development and culture change. Thank you guys for coming. How many people, has anybody not signed in? I want to make sure you sign in, because when you sign in, you're going to get an email immediately within 10 minutes, and it's going to send you some free mindfulness recordings. So there's a link that you can open up on your phone, and you're going to download those to your phone. So there's a 5-minute one and a 15-minute one, I believe, something around there. And you can listen to those to reduce stress, right? Stress reduction, mental health in the workplace is a huge epidemic at this point in time. So I'm trying to give as many tools as I can to help people with that, right? We don't really know that we're stressed. That's the problem. That's part of the problem. So anybody want to start with some stress reduction? I incorporate fun with the neuroscience to make the classes more motivational, to get the teams more engaged, and the entire company to shift that culture. So it works quite well. So it's really just a neural-based transformation of companies and culture. This is almost a little bit misleading. So this is a mindfulness track, but it's about team building and collaboration, which is slightly different. So mindfulness is a piece of this, but it isn't the entire piece. So the sign outside the door says mindfulness and stress reduction. There was a class, just to clarify, that was all mindfulness and stress reduction, in which we had mats on the floor, yoga mats and blankets, and we did the whole thing. I thrive on moving people from a place of being stuck or resistance to a place of feeling into their own personal excellence. So we start with stress mastery. People start to move into a more relaxed state. They notice how their communication skills change. They notice how they're approaching things change. And then they can see the possibilities. We're using imagination to see the possibilities, doing some brain agility exercises and a lot of neural-based frameworks. So I thrive around people when I'm moving them from one state of being or a certain mindset to more of a growth mindset. It's amazing to work with people in this way. I teach real casual style, but they're very planned out. So I bring up the stress, I take the stress back down. I bring up the stress, I take the stress back down. And why I do that is because I'm trying to teach your brain, okay, how to oscillate. Because what we do is when we come up and we go into a high stress state, and then we do something else that's stressful, and then we do something else that's stressful, then maybe have a 10-minute break, and then we do something else that's stressful, right? That's not good for the brain. Okay, what happens to mental health is it goes down. Okay, and I can draw a chart of demand and capacity, and I will show you that your mental health will go down and you don't even realize it's happening. And so in the classes, what I do is I take you up, and then I take you down, and I take you up, and I take you down, and you should start to feel a little bit different by the end of the class, because the entire class is practice in this regard. So the stress will go up. We'll have you do like an activity together, and then the stress will go down, and we'll do like a little breathing thing. And I'm teaching you how to incorporate these tools in your everyday life. How I started in this line of work, well, originally I lost a child. I gave birth to twins, and I lost one of them, and it put me on a different path. I went to study with John Kabat-Zinn in mind-body medicine, and I saw the power of mindfulness in my own personal life. From there, I went to study with a guru and a Swami in India, which led me to more of a self-mastery. At that point, I wanted to tie in the neuroscience of this, so I started to study at Harvard the neuroscience of transformational leadership. And as far as my facilitation of classes goes, I have been in training for about 26 years, and I've used a lot of my design training and the communications skills that I have. I've used that, blended it with the mindfulness. But I see when I go in and teach mindfulness classes, unless the leadership is really behind it, and unless they want to transform their culture, there's no way that that's going to work. So what I've done is I've actually learned a lot about the leadership training, the transformational leadership training, culture change. So I've blended that in to make very powerful culture change in organizations. So the format of the class is the class, if that makes sense. I'm giving you information, but the format of the class is the class. Make sense? Okay, so watch the format as well as the content. Content's a little bit of it, but the format is everything. Okay? And watch me. Okay? Like, I'm pretty relaxed and it's all good. Okay? If I was teaching stress reduction and I was stressed, you should leave. Okay? The Master's Course is a course that can be done through personal coaching, corporate coaching, executive coaching, or it can be done for facilitation in a corporate environment. The courses include a lot of different structures and frameworks, including things for emotional intelligence, stress mastery, communication, culture change. And so what we're doing is we're building different frameworks together that are very powerful. They're all neural-based, so it's all based in science and neuroscience. So there's strategies we use to change how your brain functions. We're taking you from more of a stuck mind state to a growth mind state or mindset. And the transformations I see in corporations and individuals are amazing. They can't believe what they're getting through the courses.